you don't have a vision for yourself or your company, your firm or your department, you're just going to get sucked into someone else's vision.
I think that the risk is not in failure, but in mediocrity.
So that you're thinking about your personal development, you're thinking about your organization, and you're thinking about your community and other things. Just as Gretchen said, being able to cross boundaries to help in lots of different ways from a leadership perspective, and home as well.
There's been a lot of changes to my life since I've been selected to be involved in the Leadership Academy. And I'm seeing so many changes on a personal level and a professional level. And to be honest with you, I didn't imagine that when we first got selected to be a part of the Academy.
It really has changed my perspective on my career path and my vision for how I'm going to attempt to, I guess, affect the rest of the people in my firm, at the schools I speak at.
The tools in the Leadership Academy have really established a way that I can be more methodical in how I go through that process. And as a result, I was able to have at my own state society a student event that probably wouldn't have been fulfilled.
So it really, I guess, has just opened my eyes to a broader purpose for why I became a CPA in the first place.
It's incredible, but the Leadership Academy was only a year ago, and my life has changed significantly since then. And I really attribute a lot of that to my involvement with the Leadership Academy. Prior to that, I didn't know what the channels were to expand my career and to kind of get to where I thought someday I wanted to be.
When you go through a great leadership program, you're able to take out components that will help you with both your professional and personal life. And I'm seeing a lot of growth within myself. And I'm seeing other people come to me saying, hey, I see a change inside of you. And I attribute a lot of that to the Leadership Academy.
Once I started with the Leadership Academy, all of a sudden I was educated as to all the opportunities. And actually since then, I reached out and kind of strove to achieve a board position.
From a business perspective, a lot of opportunities have opened up because I'm out there now speaking to different groups, whether it be on campus or other professional societies.
I was promoted to partner at my firm this past month, actually, and I was also elected to the National Directors of National Association of Black Accountants. So, you know, working with these organizations, I've been able to really demonstrate a lot of the skills that we've learned through the Leadership Academy.
And I think that's probably the most powerful thing that came out of the Leadership Academy is a network of people that I'll be able to leverage for the rest of my career.
You really feel refreshed because I have a total new perspective on life and the profession and overall just the way I go about acting as a leader.
I mean, it's incredibly rewarding. I can't even describe the impact that's had, and it was all because of the things I learned at the Leadership Academy.
The ability to come together and to strategize about what is best for young professionals is incredibly energizing.
Innovation in all of its forms, whether it's making things better, making things more efficient, or brand new kind of creative things, tapping the energy of your whole organization and developing that next level that can help you do that will just make that happen faster and better.
Tom and I often say that what people need to change is sources of hope and inspiration, and then the opportunities to push their boundaries.
I really had no idea what to expect, and by the end, I was convinced and remain convinced that it was by far the most rewarding professional experience I've ever had.
The Leadership Academy taught me that I have a contribution I can make now, and that people will welcome that contribution and that different perspective and give you opportunities. So it really did change my entire professional career.
There's so many other young CPAs out there that need this information, and we can be the catalyst to start a movement. When you think about getting young CPAs involved in a profession, there's so many opportunities, and when you look at the overall profession, there's a transfer of leadership that's taking place. I want to be right on the cutting edge of that and be involved in that process.
And then they go home with that sort of recharged redefinition of self, and they have the opportunity, because they're already practicing, to push their own boundaries, and that's exactly what they're doing.